Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bedtime Stories. I'm Mrs. H. Today, I have some wonderful Dr. Seuss books for you. Do you know that Dr. Seuss's birthday is coming up? His birthday is next week. So I thought we might start with one of the ones you might not know so much about. I Am Not Going to Get Up Today by Dr. Seuss. This book happens to be illustrated by James Stevenson, not Theodore Geisel, otherwise known as Dr. Seuss. We'd like to thank Random House Books for allowing us to read our stories today. I Am Not Going to Get Up Today by Dr. Seuss, illustrated by James Stevenson. Oh, look how cute the dog is. Please let me be. Please go away. I am not going to get up today. Ring! The alarm can ring. The birds can peep. My bed is warm. My pillow's deep. Today's the day I'm going to sleep. Is that how you are? Are there days when you don't want to get out of bed? Especially when it's all nice and cozy warm on a cold day? I think I agree. I don't want to get up today. I don't care if kids are getting up right now all over town. I'm the kid who isn't getting up. I'm staying down. All around the world, they're getting up. And that's okay with me. Let the kids get up in Switzerland or Memphis, Tennessee. Let the kids get up in Alaska. And in China, I don't care. Let the kids get up in Italy. Let the kids get up in Spain. Let them get up in Massachusetts and Connecticut and Maine. Let the kids get up in London and in Paris and Berlin. Let them get up all they want to, but not me. I'm sleeping in. Are you going to sleep in? Let's see and find out. I've never been so sleepy since I can't remember when. You can take away my breakfast. Give my egg back to the hen. Look, Mom's bringing him breakfast. And he's giving the egg back to the hen. Nobody's going to get me up, no matter what he does. Today is my day for woozy snoozy, ziz, 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 zazzy, zoozy. You ever go like that? Shh, shh, shh. Do you want to stay in bed? You can tickle my feet. You can shake my bed. You can pour cold water on my head. But you're wasting your time. So go away. I am not going to get up today. Look, do you see? They're throwing cold water on him. They're shaking his bed. Still not getting up. In bed is where I'm going to stay. And I don't care what the neighbors say. I never liked them anyway. Look, all the neighbors. They're all saying he should get up. Do you think he should get up? If you think he should get up, give me a thumbs up. If you think no, let him stay in bed. Let them try to wake me. Let them scream and yell and yelp. They can yelp from now till Christmas, but it isn't going to help. My bed is warm. My pillow's deep. Today's the day I'm gonna sleep. I don't choose to be up walking. I don't choose to be up talking. The only thing I'm choosing is to lie here, woozy snoozing. So, won't you kindly go away? I am not going to get up today. Nope, just not. Even the dog looks like he's staying. He's going to sleep there all day too. Do you have a pet? If not, you might want to read What Pet Should I Get from Dr. Seuss. You won't get me up with a strawberry flip. You won't get me up with a marshmallow dip. Or a pineapple butterscotch ding dang do. Look at all those yummy treats. They're so tempting. But my tongue is asleep. And my teeth are too. Nope. All those goodies are not going to tempt him to get up. The dog's barking, the rooster's crowing, the geese are honking, Mom's giving the breakfast away, we got penguins tap dancing, we got people banging frying pans, we got helicopters and horn blowing and music, but no such luck. He's still asleep in bed. He is not getting up today. Do you think he's getting up today? Do you think he should? Or do you think he should stay in bed some more? Let's see what happens. I guess he really means it. So you can have their egg and thank you for your service. You can try with dogs and roosters. You can try with goats and geese. But I'm going to go on snoozing. You can bring in the police. You can print it in the newspaper. Spread the news all over town. But nothing's going to get me up. Today, I'm staying down. Boy won't get up. Boy won't get up. Look, all the newspapers are saying the boy will not get up. He's staying in bed. Can you believe it? They can shoot me with peas and beans. You can bring in the United States Marines. You can put the whole thing on TV. But I won't get up today. Not me. Nothing's going to get me up. Why can't you understand? You'll only waste your money if you hire a big brass band. That's why I say, please go away. I am not going to get up today. The end. I hope you liked our story. I am not going to get up today by Dr. Seuss. Maybe that's going to be you in the morning. I hope not. I hope our stories tonight help you go to sleep and wake up nice and refreshed. I have another Dr. Seuss book that you might like. It might help you sleep. Maybe. It's called Dr. Seuss's Sleep Book. I'm getting tired just looking at the cover. Are those big yawns making you tired? Do you know yawning is contagious? If you see somebody yawn, it's going to make you yawn too. It's a good thing I'm wearing my mask so you can't see me yawn and get you tired. But maybe you're just a little bit sleepy. Maybe a little teeny tiny bit. Well, let's see if this book is going to put you to sleep or wake you right up. And we'd like to thank Random House for allowing us to read our book. This book is to be read in bed. So are you all comfy cozy? And if you're not in bed, just make sure you are nice and cozy in a nice safe place. Dr. Seuss's Sleep Book. The news just came in from the county of Keck that a very small bug by the name of Van Velk is yawning so wide you can look down his neck. This might not seem very important, I know, but it is. So I'm bothering to tell you so. Look. Do you see our little friend with the big yawn? A yawn is quite catching, you see. Like a cough, it just takes one yawn to start other yawns off. Now, the news has come in that some friends of Van Velk's are yawning so wide you could look down their necks. Do you see all those people yawning? It's making me so yawn and so tired. I don't know why. At this moment, right now, under 7 more noses, great yawns are in blossom. They're blooming like roses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And of course, my friend who started it off makes 8. Oh, the yawn of that one little bug is still spreading. According to the latest reports, it is heading across the wide fields, through the sleepy night air, across the whole country, towards every which where. And people are gradually starting to say, I feel rather drowsy. I've had quite a day. Drowsy is another word for tired. Creatures are starting to think about rest. 2 Bifferbaum birds are now building their nests. They do it each night, and quite often I wonder, how do they do this big job without making a blunder? but that is their problem, not yours and not mine. The point is, they're going to bed, and that's just fine. Are you getting ready for bed too? I hope you are. Sleep thoughts are spreading throughout the whole land. The time for night brushing off teeth is at hand. Up at Harkhelmer Falls, where the great river rushes and crushes down crags in great gargling gushes, the Harkheimer sisters are using their brushes. Those falls are just grand for toothbrushing beneath, if you happen to be up that way with your teeth. Did you brush your teeth tonight before bed? See, look, there they are. They've got their toothbrush and their brushes. Yep, we gotta brush our teeth tonight. Oh my goodness. The news just came in from the Castle of Crump that the lights are all out and the drawbridge is up. See, there's the castle. There goes the drawbridge. See, these were the stairs connecting it, but the drawbridge is going up. The old drawbridge drawer just said with a yawn, there he is. Do you see him? My drawbridge is drawn, and it's going to stay drawn till the milkman delivers the milk about dawn. I'm going to bed now, so nobody better come around with a special delivery letter. No, it's bedtime. He's going to bed. No deliveries until the morning. Oh, you see? Look at all my friends lying in their beds. The number of sleepers is steadily growing. Bed is where more and more people are going. In Culpeper Springs, in the Stiltwalkers Hall, the Stiltwalker stilts are all stacked on the wall. See, those are all on the wall. The Stiltwalker walkers have called it a day. They're all tuckered out and they're snoozing away. This is very big news. It's important to know. And that's why I'm bothering to tell you so. Yeah, they've all gone to bed. Has anyone in your house gone to bed yet? They have? Okay, we'll be quieter. Way out west, in the town of Merced, the Hinkle Horn Honking Club just went to bed. Every horn has been quietly hung up on a hook for the night in its own private Hinkle Horn nook. See my Hinkle horns? And look at the horns. They're all hung up. All this long, happy day, they've been honking about. And the Hinkle Horn Honkers have honked themselves out. But they'll wake up quite fresh in the morning, and then they'll start right in Hinkle Horn honking again. Unlike my friend who did not want to get up this morning. They're going to get up, wake up all refreshed. Everywhere creatures are falling asleep. The collapsible Frank just happened to collapse in a heap. And by adding the Frank to the others before, I'm able to give you the Who's Asleep score. Right now, 40,404 creatures are happily, deeply in slumber. I think you'll agree that's a whopping fine number. I think so. That's a lot of people asleep. Counting up sleepers? do we do it? Really quite simple. There's nothing much to it. We find out how many. We learn the amount by an auto-telly-o count. On a mountain halfway between Reno and Rome, we have a machine in a plexiglass dome, which listens and looks into everyone's home. And whenever it sees a new sleeper go flop, it jiggles and lets a new big old ball drop. The big old balls are dropping. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at them and look, they tally them up. Our chap counts these balls as the pulp in a cup, and that's how we know who's down and who's up. Do you want to have his job? Do you want to be the one who stays up all night counting to see who's asleep and who's not? I don't think I want that job. I think I need my rest. Do you talk in your sleep? It's a wonderful sport. And I have some news of a sport to report. The world champion sleep talkers, Joe and Mo Reds Off, have just gone to sleep and they're talking their heads off. For 55 years now, each chattering brother has babbled and gabbled all night to the other. Yeah. Do you have a brother or sister? Do you stay up late in bed when you're supposed to be asleep and talk? Well, they're asleep and they're talking. They've talked about laws and they've talked about gauze. And they've talked about paws and they've talked about flaws. They've talked quite a lot about old Santa Claus. And the reason I'm telling you this is because you should take up this sport. It's just fine for the jaws. Do you walk in your sleep? I just had a report of some interesting news of this popular sport. Near Finnegan Fen, there's a sleepwalking group, which not only walks, but walks a la hoop. Do you see the hoops? Every night they go miles. Why they walk to such lengths? They have to keep eating to keep up their strength. So every so often one puts down his hoop, stops hooping and does some quick snooping for soup. And that's why they're known as the Hoop Soup Snoop Group. There he is getting some soup. I guess that's a midnight snack for him. Sleepwalking too are the curious crandalls who sleepwalk on hills with assorted sized candles. The crandalls walk nightly in slumbering peace, in spite of slight burns from the hot, dripping grease. The crandalls wear candles because they walk far, and if they wake up, want to see where they are. Maybe you might have a nightlight to see if you wake up. Oh, now that the news has arrived from the Valley of Vale, that the Chippendale Muck has bitten his tail, which he does every night before shutting his eyes. Such nipping sounds silly, but really, it's wise. He has no alarm clock, so this is his way. He makes sure he'll wake up at the right time of day. His tail is so long, he won't feel any pain till the nip makes the trip and gets up to his brain. In exactly 8 hours, the Chippendale Muck will at last feel the bite and yell, ouch, and wake up. So see how long his tail is? Do you set your alarm clock? Or does someone wake you up in the morning? Or do you just get up with the sunrise? Well, Mr. and Mrs. J. Carmichael Crocs have just gone to bed near the town of Fort Knox. And they, by the way, have the finest of clocks. I'm not at all sure that I quite understand just how the thing works with that one extra hand. See, did you see? There's one, two, three hands on the clock. Normally, we have two hands. We have the hour hand and the minute hand. But this one has an extra one. But I do know this clock goes one very slick trick, which doesn't tick-tock. How it goes is tock-tick. So with the ticks in its tocker and the tocks in its ticker, it saves lots of times and the sleeper sleeps quicker. See, look at them. They're already asleep. What a fine night for sleeping. From all that I hear, it's the best night for sleeping in many a year. They even asleep in the Zac Bats Motel, and the people don't usually sleep there too well. The beds are like rocks, and as everyone knows, the sheets are too short, and they won't cover your toes. So, if people are actually sleeping in there, it's a great night for sleeping. It must be the air. See, look. They're all asleep. Oh, it's a great night for snorers. I just had a report of some boys who are tops in this musical sport. The snortiest snorers in all of our fair land, the Snorter McPhail and his Snore a Snort band. This band can snort Dixie and Old Swanee River so loud it would make 40 elephants shiver. The loudest of all the boys is McPhail. He snores with his head in a 3-gallon pail. So they snore in a cave 20 miles out of town. If they snored closer in, they would snore the whole town down. So do you see which one has the pail on his head? That's right, he does. He's the loudest. Do you know who's asleep out in Funa Laguna? Two very nice Funa Luna baboona. We've added them into our Who's Asleep count, which has grown to a really amazing amount. Exactly 80,808 creatures are sleeping now. Isn't that great? I think so. That's a lot. But are you still awake? Me too. But I am getting tired. Are you? Oh, a jed is in bed. And the bed of a jed is the softest of beds in the world. It is said he makes it from pom-poms. He grows on his head. And he's sleeping right now on the softest of fluff, completely exhausted from growing the stuff. Oh, look how fuzzy that looks. That looks so soft. I want to be there. The news has come from the district of Doft that 2 oft are asleep, and they're sleeping aloft. And how are they able to sleep off the ground? I'll tell you. I weighed one last week, and I found that an oft is so light, he weighs minus 1 pound. Someone please pull at 8 a.m. Thanks. This one too, please. That's how they're going to wake up. They're floating up in the air like a helium balloon, because helium is lighter than air. The moose is asleep. He's dreaming of moose drinks. A goose is asleep. He's dreaming of goose drinks. Well, that's well and good when a moose dreams of moose juice, and nothing goes wrong when a goose drinks of goose juice. But it isn't too good when a moose and a goose start dreaming they're drinking the other one's juice. Moose juice is not goose juice. It's juice just for a moose. And goose juice is not moose juice. It's just for a goose. So when goose gets a mouthful of juices of mooses, and moose gets a mouthful of juices of gooses, they always fall out of their bed screaming screams. So I warn you now, never drink in your dreams. Speaking of dreams, I think you should know that the Bumbletop Club is now dreaming afloat. Every night they go dreaming down Bumbletop Creek, except for one night, every third or fourth week, when they stop for repairs, because their Bumblebums leak. But tonight they're afloat, full of dreams, full of bliss, and that's why I'm bothering telling you this. See, they're all floating in their tubs down. Oh, at the fork in the road. At the fork of a road in the Vale of Valvode, 5-foot weary salesmen have laid down their load. All day they raced round in the heat, at top speeds, unsuccessfully trying to sell zizzer zoof seeds, which nobody wants because nobody needs. Tomorrow will come, they'll go back to their chore. They'll start on the road, zizzer zoofing once more. But tonight they've forgotten their feet are so sore, and that's what a wonderful nighttime is for. Yeah, all resting. Everywhere creatures have shut off their voices. They've all gone to bed, in the beds of their choices. They're sleeping in bushes. They're sleeping in crannies. Some on their stomach, some on their fannies. They're peacefully sleeping in comfortable holes. Some even on soft-top barber shop poles. The number of sleepers is now past the millions. The number of sleepers is now past the billions. They're sleeping on steps. Damn. And on strings, and on floors, in mailbox, ships, and the keyhole of doors. Every worm on a fish hook is safe for the night. Every fish in the sea is too sleepy to bite. Every whale in the ocean has turned off his spout. Every light between here and Farfoodle is out. And now, adding things up, we are way beyond billions. Our who's asleep score is now up in the zillions. Look, they're all asleep. $99 zillion, 9,000,000,002,000,000 creatures are sleeping. So, how about you? Are you ready for bed? Are you tired yet? When you put out your light, then the number will be 99 zillion, 9,000,000,003. Good night. Good night, my friends. I hope you liked our stories from Dr. Seuss. This one was Dr. Seuss's Sleepwalks. So thank you for joining for our story time at bedtime. Hope you'll come back next month. Take care. Have a good night.